making it known that they are going to get into his head.
Good afternoon and welcome here to the Eagles Nest on the campus of Oklahoma Christian University. Shane Magnus alongside Elijah Johnson as we get set for the second game of our doubleheader here today. We already saw the girls game between Oklahoma Christian and Lubbock Christian, and now we turn it over to the guys as they take the floor here in just a few minutes in what's a pivotal game in the Lone Star Conference. The conference format, top 12 teams make the conference tournament. Oklahoma Christian currently in a tie for 10th, just one game ahead of that 12th and final spot, sitting at 7-10 in conference play. And Elijah, this is a big one here today. Lubbock Christian comes in here tied for 4th in conference play, so OC has a chance to get a statement win.
Yes, this has been a very good win if they beat one of the top 5 teams in the Lone Star Conference, which is known as one of the tougher conferences in Division II. So just being able to beat that team and get confidence before going into the playoffs, also cementing themselves as the 10th spot as well, so not falling back down to one of those 11 or 12 seeds. That'd be very, very pivotal and very good for Oklahoma Christian.
And Lubbock Christian coming off a tough win against Arkansas Fort Smith in Fort Smith on Thursday night. OC, meanwhile, took a loss here at home on Thursday night. So two teams, Lubbock looking to gain or maintain some momentum, OC looking to turn it back in the right direction. They've beat some good teams already this year, most notably Dallas Baptist, who they handled here at home quite easily. And Dallas Baptist was ranked, I believe, number 10 at the time. So this is an Oklahoma Christian team that has some experience in big games like this, has the know-how to get this done, and you got to think Coach Kendra Talley, now officially the head coach, no longer with the interim title, has got to love what he's seen from his guys so far this season.
Yes. It's not their first time going against a top 5 team, top 10 team. This is just really impressive. They're known for coming up big in big games like this. And despite having losing the last game, it was an OT, and plus it was a really competitive, physical game. So either way, they have a lot of momentum coming into this game despite the loss. So going against Lubbock Christian, which is going to be a real hard-fought game. But either way, they're a top-ranked defense, and being able to stop their offense is one pivotal thing and one thing that OC is known to do among the Lone Star Conference players.
Absolutely. And these are two programs very familiar with each other. Both teams have switched conferences a few times in the last few years, but these two teams have been together the entire time, so maybe the most familiar team on the schedule for Oklahoma Christian. Tip-off is coming up here in just a couple minutes. We'll step aside and be right back with starting lineups and the opening tip. You're watching the Eagles Sports Network.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere, and just growing up the way I grew up, and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars. Really tall. I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands? Yes. You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Recently, the western U.S. has averaged more than 1,900 earthquakes and 3,800 significant wildfires each year. So chances are there will be more of both near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Dora knows better than anyone. The best place to explore is the forest.
She knows this monkey? Of course, she knows this monkey.
Experience nature.
Let's go.
Connect with family.
I love you guys.
And find your own adventure in a forest or park near you.
Let's do this. Come on, Boots.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
And back here inside the Eagles Nest on the campus of Oklahoma Christian University as we are about set for the starting lineups. And we will take a look at the lineup first for Lubbock Christian University, the Chaparrals coming in here this afternoon, like I mentioned before, off the win over Arkansas Fort Smith on Thursday night, a 69-67 victory. And they will start at forward, a 6'6 junior from Decatur, Texas, number 2, Parker Hicks. At guard, a 5'9 sophomore from Canadian, Texas, number 3, Cameron Copley. At forward, a 6'5 senior from Ruston, Louisiana, number 10, Rashawn Proctor. At forward, a 6'5 freshman from Wichita Falls, Texas, number 12, Ty Caswell. And at guard, a 6'4 junior from Colts Neck, New Jersey, a transfer from D1 Murray State, number 24, Lloyd Daniels. And the Chaparrals on the season are led in scoring by Lloyd Daniels, averaging a hair under 16 points a game. Also averaging double figures are Hicks, Caswell, Kobe Thompson, and Rashawn Proctor. For head coach Todd Duncan, his team comes in here 15-7 overall, 12-5 in conference play, as we mentioned, tied for 4th. Coming in here to take on Oklahoma Christian, who will start at forward, a 6'6 senior from Oklahoma City, number 5, Deidrean Palmer Jr. At guard, a 5'11 junior from San Antonio, Texas, number 11, Jonathan Reyes Valdez. A 6'2 senior guard from Mustang, Oklahoma, number 15, Aubrey Johnson. A 6'8 senior forward from Oklahoma City, number 25, Will Linhard. And a 6'5 senior forward from Bridgeport, Connecticut, number 30, Marcus Blackwell. And Elijah, you mentioned that overtime loss for Oklahoma Christian on Thursday, a tough loss, but you believe they can carry over some momentum from that game here today.
Yeah, I do, because this is a really hard-fought, really physical game, and even though it went through overtime, we just played a really, really well game. In the second half, we definitely came in much stronger than we were in the first half. So if we carry up the second half momentum that we had, and OT momentum that we also had, even though we was outscored, it doesn't really matter. Into this game, into the first half and second half against this Lubbock Christian team, it just would be much easier for us. And we bring the defense that we had all season long against Lubbock Christian, the 2-3 defense, to have man-to-man and switching up every once in a while to keep them on their toes. It'll be a really hard game for Lubbock Christian, and they'll have to be playing off of us on our home floor.
Absolutely, and in that game on Thursday night, only 2 players in double figures. Deidrean Palmer Jr., who's the Eagles' leading scorer on the season, had 21 points. Also, Aubrey Johnson with 21 points. Nobody else had more than 4, so maybe a key to this game would be a little bit more balanced scoring. That game did go to overtime, but you don't necessarily like to see that drop-off in production as you go down the roster. And Deidrean Palmer Jr. missed all 5 of his 3-point attempts on Thursday night. He doesn't shoot a lot of them, only 31 on the season, but if he shoots 5, you probably expect him to make 1 or 2 of those, so it'd be nice to see him bounce back today with some good shooting. As Lubbock Christian comes out in their road blue jerseys, white letters and numbers, LCU across the chest, and Oklahoma Christian will come out in their home whites with maroon letters and numbers. And we are about set for what should be a good game here this afternoon between the Chaparrals and the Eagles. As both teams have broken the huddle.
Coming in, Will Linhart will jump for OC. And number 10, Rayshawn Proctor will jump for Lubbock Christian.
Lubbock Christian going left to right, Oklahoma Christian right to left here in the first half, and the tap is won by the Eagles. Jonathan Reyes Valdez has it, and he operates up top to Palmer, left wing Johnson, up top Blockwell. Lots of movement away from the ball. What you want to see from the Eagles as Valdez has it. Back to Johnson, moving it around the perimeter. Blackwell with a screen from Linhart, kicks it out. Reyes Valdez doesn't shoot the three, bounces it inside. Now Valdez has it again, 5 on the shot clock. Palmer, baseline jumper, no good. Will Linhart with a good offensive rebound and a fresh shot clock for Oklahoma Christian.
Yeah, Will Linhart is a big body. It's going to be really hard for Lubbock Christian to get rebounds over him, as he's one of the best rebounders in the Lone Star Conference.
7 on the shot clock as they go to Palmer on the baseline. Back out. Blackwell, top of the key, 3 on the way, no good. Another offensive rebound, this time by Palmer. Johnson in the corner for 3, no good. Another offensive rebound by Blackwell. Eagles active on the offensive glass early.
They're active everywhere, off the ball movement. The on ball movement is very great, giving it into the post whenever need be.
I'd like to see him get a basket here to finish this strong opening possession, and instead it's going to be an offensive foul, as the charge was taken by number 3, Cameron Copley, the 5'9" sophomore out of Canadian, Texas.
There were positives out that possession, but overall they just needed to score, and they just wasn't able to do it, instead getting a foul on Marcus Blackwell. As they go down to set up their traditional 2-3 defense to start off the game.
So the Chaparrals now with possession. Copley has it, bounces it inside. On the low block, it's Proctor. Pump fakes, loses the ball, gets it back, still fighting for it. Now it bounces out to number 24, Daniels. 7 on the shot clock as a free throw line jumper is up and good. And Lubbock has the first bucket of the game, as that's 2 points for number 2, Parker Hicks. Linhart has it on the wing. Left wing Johnson. Gets a right side screen from Linhart. Now dumps it back inside to Will. Layup blocked. Palmer another offensive rebound, and that time they pay it off with a bucket.
They continue rebounding on the offensive end like that, it will give us a lot more opportunity to score. And despite having a charging foul on that one, the extra possessions will become very, very good and very important down the stretch.
Now in a tie game at 2, Hicks again. Free throw line jumper is good. Parker Hicks buckets on back-to-back trips. And you hear a smattering of applause as a pretty decent Lubbock contingent has made their way to the Eagles' nest this afternoon. 4-2 Lubbock Christian. Left wing Blackwell pump fakes, kicks up top. Aubrey Johnson with the pump fake. Now backs it out on the left wing. Up top between the circles, Blackwell. 10 on the shot clock. Directing traffic, throws to Aubrey Johnson right side. Gives a pump fake. Now shoots a long 3. Almost banked it in, but it comes off, and Copley with the rebound pushing back the other way for the Chaparrals. Right wing over to Caswell. He's got it. Now free throw line, Hicks. In the corner, a baseline drive. Now they kick it back out. Copley, free throw line jumper. Got it. Lubbock Christian effective with their mid-range game so far, as 3 free throw line jumpers have provided all 6 of their points. Back the other way for the Eagles. Down by 4 now. Blackwell has it, looking for Palmer. Instead goes to Reyes Valdez up top. Steps right around a Linhart screen. Goes baseline. Can't find anything inside. Now stop. Pump fakes, flips it up short. Trying to draw the foul. He was not able to, but the rebound's tapped around and he gets his own miss. Good as tip there from Linhart to help the Eagles secure another offensive rebound. Linhart inside. Kicks to Blackwell. He falls down, gets back up. Now Aubrey Johnson has it. 6 on the shot clock. Being watched by Daniels. Goes baseline, floats it up, and good.
I said those extra possessions is going to become very, very important for OC to continue this type of energy throughout the game.
Next whistle will bring a media timeout as it's 6-4. Lubbock with the 2-point lead. At the free throw line, it's Proctor. spinning inside, got away with the travel. They kick it out for a three that's no good and nearly going out of bounds. Instead, it's saved. And no loose ball foul called as Parmer fell on top of Proctor. OC comes back the other way. Blackwell on the left wing gives a jab step. Up top, Reyes Valdez. 15 on the shot clock. As he operates on the right wing, now comes top of the key. Bounces high post right side to Linhard, backing in, spins, fires off to the right with that shot. And Lubbock with the rebound. Copley jogging it back up the floor for the Chaparrals.
For Lubbock, they're looking for those little holes in the 2-3 defense. Right now, the hole is there in the free throw line as they got all their 6 points from that area.
A jumper from the left corner is good. That's Ty Caswell knocking in the three, and Lubbock has their largest lead of the afternoon now at 5, 9-4. Blackwell up top, goes left wing to Reyes Valdez, dumps down to Parmer. Parmer, double teamed, fires out to Blackwell. Kicks right wing, Reyes Valdez three on line, in and out, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Lloyd Daniels. He pushes ahead, lobs in the left corner. Hicks gives a pump fake. Now kicks it up top to Copley. Caswell has it left side, 17 on the shot clock. Daniels top of the key. Free throw line, Proctor, back to Copley. Proctor, short little jumper is good. And Lubbock stretching it out a bit here early, 11-4. And Oklahoma Christian in need of the impending media timeout, finding themselves down by 7. Johnson, left wing three, got it. Big shot for Aubrey Johnson, the senior from Mustang, Oklahoma, with a boost there for Oklahoma Christian.
Now, if he and DJ and Palmer can get going on offense, again, you don't really need everybody to score, but those are the two most important players for the offensive end on Oklahoma Christian side.
11-7 as Lloyd Daniels finds himself open for a three, and he knocks it down.
And ball movement for Lubbock Christian has been shifting the 2-3 defense over and over again, giving them wide open shots in the 3-point range.
Doing a good job of finding the holes in the zone so far. That's what you've got to do to be effective against the zone, is knock down the open shots from wherever you find them. And they are doing that so far as Parmer misses the shot. Copley back the other way. Throws right side Caswell. Back to Copley. Back to Caswell. Baseline Proctor. Short jumper. No good. And Parmer with good inside position pulls down the rebound. Parmer to Johnson, right wing. Up top, Blackwell. Goes high post, Linhard. Left wing, Reyes Valdez. Lobbing down low to Parmer. Spins, fires, and scores. Coach Kendra Talley wanted a foul, and I kind of agree with him as there was some contact there, but at least the bucket went in. OC doesn't walk away empty-handed. Back to a 5-point game. Copley, left wing, Daniels. Back top of the key to Copley. Back to Daniels, left wing. OC defense doing a better job at rotating this time. Daniels with the baseline drive. Kicks it into the corner to Caswell. Cross-court pass to Hicks. 3 on the shot clock as Proctor has it inside, and a foul is called. And we will have a timeout on the floor. 12:15 to go. OC played really good defense on that possession. Almost paid it off, but instead a foul was called. Timeout on the floor, Lubbock Christian by 5. We'll be right back here from Oklahoma Christian.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up, and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
Back here at Oklahoma Christian, 12:15 to go in the first half, 14-9, Lubbock Christian leading by 5. And Elijah, you mentioned it, the extra possessions created by Oklahoma Christian so far can be a huge factor in this game, and they already have 5 offensive rebounds, turning those into 4 second chance points.
Yes, and it comes in for 8 points out of the 9 for, not 8 points, about 6 points out of the 9 for Oklahoma Christian. And it seems like, again, Deidre Palmer and Aubrey Johnson doing the bulk of the scoring, so they just need the other players to step up on the offensive end and come in. As DJ Walter comes in, who always comes in with a little bit more energy on defense and offense, who isn't afraid to create his own shot. So it seems like it's something they need to do on offense in order to relieve some pressure off of Aubrey and Deidre.
Both free throws missed by Proctor. As Elijah mentioned, DJ Walter into the game for Oklahoma Christian. As Reyes Valdez has it. Lobs high post to Linhard. Into the corner, DJ Walter. They'll reset with 12 on the shot clock. Reyes Valdez calling out the play. Throws right side to Blackwell. Back to Reyes Valdez. 5 on the shot clock. Penetrates in lane. Dumps inside to Linhard. Flips it up and gets the roll.
That's the first player other than Aubrey Johnson, Deidre Palmer to score, and that's exactly what OC needed.
Linhard with his first bucket of the game brings it down to a 3-point game. 14-11. Left wing Lloyd Daniels, top of the key Copley. Free throw line jumper again is good by Hicks, and Lubbock Christian finding that soft spot with the mid-range jumper, and they are executing from that area. 16-11, back to a 5-point lead. Linhard palming the ball, kicks it out to Blackwell. Resets to Johnson, now back to Blackwell, gets a screen from Linhard. Left wing Aubrey Johnson, 10 on the shot clock. Between the legs dribble, kicks it out, and an offensive foul is called.
We called him for the forearm. The distinction of the forearm is offensive foul automatically.
Not a lot of contact there, but just enough of an extension of the arm to draw the whistle. And we've got another timeout on the floor, 16-11, 10:57 to go here in the first half. We'll be right back on the Eagle Sports Network.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your dog walker,
On your left!
your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
16-11, Lubbock Christian on top here early on. Just under 11 minutes to go in the first half. Shane Magnus, Elijah Johnson with you here inside the Eagles Nest on the campus of Oklahoma Christian University. And Elijah, Lubbock Christian hot from the field as they are shooting just under 78% from the field for the game. 7 of 9 shooting, 2 of 3 on threes. And the zone defense of Oklahoma Christian is going to have to find a way to force them into some misses.
Yeah, either that or they just need to find those little bugs in the paint, flash towards the free throw line where they're getting most of their points from, and just be able to make faster rotations out of this timeout.
Into the game for Lubbock Christian is number 1, Amer Muhammad, as a three-pointer is put up no good. Blackwell and Linhard collide on the rebound, but Oklahoma Christian comes up with it. Reyes Valdez to Blackwell. Now Linhard, left wing Aubrey Johnson. Aubrey Johnson, the best three-point shooter for Oklahoma Christian on the season at 39%. As a team, the Eagles shooting right around 31% as Reyes Valdez gets into the lane, counted and one.
And again, the other players are getting more and more aggressive. So this is exactly what OC needs. So just need to find a way to plug those holes in their defense, and they'll be right back into this game.
As Palmer checks back in, replacing Blackwell. So it's Walter, Aubrey Johnson, Reyes Valdez, Palmer, and Linhard for Oklahoma Christian. Meanwhile, it's Hicks, Copley, Daniels, Muhammad for Lubbock Christian, along with number 13, Silas Chrysler, the 6'3 sophomore guard from Anderson, South Carolina. Copley, top of the key, bounces inside to Hicks. They got him away from the free throw line jumper that time as Copley juggles the ball on the left wing, 13 on the shot clock. Right wing Daniels, up top Copley. Left wing Muhammad loses the ball. Hicks picks it up, and finally a mid-range jumper is missed as Hicks had to force that one up, and it was not close. Eagles with the ball down 2.
Yeah, it seems that OC dropped Reyes Valdez and Aubrey Johnson down into the three-point line instead of above it like they usually do.
Palmer's got it on the right low block, spins, and scores.
Now the game is tied, having other people come in, relieving the pressure off of Palmer so they won't be able to double team him anymore.
6 points for Palmer. Tied up at 16. Muhammad up top to Copley. Hicks on the right baseline, trapped in the corner, loses the ball. It'll stay with Lubbock Christian, but good aggression there from the defense, employing the corner trap there. As subs into the game for Lubbock, number 12 Caswell and number 10 Proctor back into the game. 13 on the shot clock as the inbound from right in front of the Oklahoma Christian bench. Into Copley, watched by Reyes Valdez. 8 on the shot clock as Copley has it top of the key. Copley loses the ball, kicks into the corner, high arcing three, no, and an offensive foul called as I believe they called him for kicking his legs out, and that is an offensive foul. The ball goes back over to Oklahoma Christian.
It's good defense by Oklahoma Christian being able to rotate over quicker than you usually do on the beginning of this game.
8:54 to go, tied up at 16. As we mentioned, Oklahoma Christian is in a tie for 10th place with Eastern New Mexico, just a half game ahead of St. Mary's, who Oklahoma Christian already beat this season for that 12th and final conference tournament spot. So a big game here today for Oklahoma Christian to solidify their spot. Valdez kicks down low to Palmer, flips it up and in, and Oklahoma Christian leads.
A straight strength by Adrian Palmer as he had a defensive player all over him.
Nice hesitation move to get some separation and bank it in off the glass. Lloyd Daniels collides with Reyes Valdez, no foul call. The three is off to the right, no good by Copley, but a foul on the rebound is going to be called against DJ Walter of the Eagles. His first and the team's fourth, and it'll be a baseline inbound for the Chaparrals. Now down by 2. Copley looking, throws left wing, 3 put up by Chrysler's no good, and a fight for the rebound is won by Linhard. Off to Reyes Valdez. Surveys, throws top of the key to Linhard, left wing Walter. Top of the key, Aubrey Johnson. Thought about a 3, now goes free throw line, floats it up and knocks it home. Timeout Lubbock Christian. Oklahoma Christian leads by 4, and this will be a full timeout. Good momentum right now for the Eagles as they take their largest lead of the game, and we'll be right back.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Back here inside the Eagles' nest, OC has their largest lead of the game, 20-16. As Deidre Palmer has gotten 8 points here so far, shooting well from the field, 4 of 6. And Oklahoma Christian continuing to out-rebound Lubbock Christian, still with the 5 offensive rebounds, but overall out-rebounding them 11-5. And also doing a good job of not turning the ball over, only two turnovers so far.
And that was a problem early in the season, but late as we continue going on, it seems like OC has gotten much better at keeping the ball and not being able to turn it over.
Three-pointer put up from the left wing is good, as number 12, Ty Caswell, knocks down the three-pointer. On the season, a 50% three-point shooter, so the Eagles got to watch out for him and not let him get going here this afternoon. Reyes Valdez with it, kicks to Palmer on the low block, back to Reyes Valdez, backs it out top of the key with 12 on the shot clock. Aubrey Johnson, back to Valdez. Palmer, double team comes, kicks it out. Reyes Valdez, open three on the way, got it. Jonathan Reyes Valdez.
He's been hot these past couple of games. On the road trip, he scored 30 and 19 respectively.
Good to see him knock one down here in the first half. OC back up to a 4-point lead. Caswell goes to Proctor. Inside on Linhard, reverse layup. Not a good look there, and he comes up empty. OC pushing back the other way. Linhard between the circles. Right wing, Reyes Valdez. Lobs down low to Palmer. Double team comes. They're double teaming him every time now. He's got to be able to find the open man when the pressure comes. 10 on the shot clock. Eagles with the ball up 4. Reyes Valdez on the right side, goes baseline. Cross-court pass to Walter. He's got to shoot it, steps back. 3 on the way, got it!
That was a tough shot.
And they're going to review this now. See if he got it off in time, as it was certainly a close play.
Certainly in real time, it seemed like he got it off in time.
And it definitely a close play as you see the replay here.
It seems like he got it off.
And it looks good. And the referees rule that it is good. 23-19. Make it 26-19 now. Clutch shot there from DJ Walter as he had to get it out of his hand in time. And the Lubbock coaching staff does not necessarily agree.
I'm trying to argue that it was a travel before the shot.
No matter, though, the bucket's good. 7-point lead for the Eagles, the largest by either team so far today. Caswell narrowly avoids the 3 seconds of the lane call, kicks it to Daniels in the corner, drives baseline, flips it up and good. Lloyd Daniels, the leading scorer on the season for Lubbock Christian, has 5 points, and it's a 5-point Oklahoma Christian lead. Linhard, they're going to leave him open on the perimeter, but Will does not shoot a lot of threes, so don't necessarily anticipate him taking any, as Reyes Valdez gets up in the air and is fouled before he could kick it into the corner. And that foul is going to go on Cameron Copley. That'll be his second and the team's third. So Copley will take a seat. Amir Muhammad checks back in. 20 on the shot clock after the foul. Johnson has it on the baseline. Lobs down low to Linhard. Inside, hook shot with the offhand. Goodness, tough shot there from Will, but he got it to go.
It was a tough shot, but Will is left-handed, so that's exactly what he really wants to get in. Besides them leaving open, that's one of his shots that he usually goes to.
28-21, back to a 7-point lead. Daniels left wing. Drives in the lane. Kicks it out to Chrysler. Now Hicks fires along the baseline. It comes to Chrysler. Hicks has to shoot it, and he got it. All right, that's tough. You play good defense for 28 seconds, and then a tough three is knocked in by Lubbock. 28-24, 4:40 to go as DJ Walter has it. Gives left side to Reyes Valdez. Lobs on the elbow to Linhard. Back to Reyes Valdez. Kicks into the corner. Aubrey Johnson, open three from the corner. Got it!
Seems like OC is in the swing of their offense now. It's just being able to get other people motivated into this. Just getting their hot scores. Adrian Palmer, Aubrey Johnson, good looks.
31-24, again a 7-point lead. Whipping it inside. Daniels can't get it to go, but he is fouled. As that was a nice pass from Caswell, number 12. DJ Walter is called for his second personal foul, and we'll see if Coach Talley elects to leave him in the game or not. As Lloyd Daniels rattles home the first free throw. On the season, an 84% free throw shooter, which comes in third on the Chaparral squad. Caswell at 87 and Muhammad at 93%. And both free throws good. Back to a 5-point game. 7 points now for Lloyd Daniels. Just about halfway to his average of 15 and some change. Aubrey Johnson, another three. No. Fight for the rebound, won by Hicks. Daniels kicks top of the key to Hicks. Steps inside, throws left wing. Three from the corner is no good. Muhammad puts it back up and in. They're calling a foul on the floor, and they'll say no shot. No shot. Foul is on number 5, Deidrian Palmer.
And we have a loose ball foul on that rebound.
Foul on Palmer. And we have a timeout on the floor. 3:40 to go. 31-26 is the score. Oklahoma Christian leads. And the referee's coming over to take a look at a replay here. We'll go ahead and keep it here during this timeout. And Elijah, Lubbock Christian started off the game shooting incredibly well, almost 80%. The OC defense adjusted a little bit, and that percentage has dropped significantly, now down to about 58. Still higher than you want, but they've done a good job of cooling off the hot start by Lubbock.
Yeah, did a good job taking away those free throw line jumpers and forcing them to make tougher three-point shots. And just good defense, but better offense by Lubbock Christian, being able to hit those tough shots at the end of the shot clocks. But either way, we're gonna have to see if Lubbock Christian continue that throughout the game, or whether they will cool down even more throughout the game.
Both teams moving the ball well. Lubbock Christian has 8 assists on 10 made shots. Oklahoma Christian with 7 assists on 13 made shots. So definitely not a lot of isolation ball being played right now, as both teams doing a good job of distributing. And both teams shooting well from three also. Lubbock Christian 50% at 4 of 8, and Oklahoma Christian rather just a hair below that at 4 of 9 for 44%. Free throws really haven't played much of a part in this game so far.
Well, there's not many fouls called this game. They only shot 4 free throws, and Oklahoma Christian only has 1 on that, and 1 by Deidrian Palmer, or by Valdez Reyes, excuse me. Therefore, the assist to points ratio, it seems like Lubbock Christian is doing it out of necessity to play Oklahoma Christian out of the zone. And Oklahoma Christian is just doing it just to get other people involved into the offense, to be able to get more people, for Lubbock Christian to believe that more people are threats on the offensive end than what they were the past few games.
We mentioned Lubbock Christian in a tie for 4th place in the Lone Star Conference. That is with Angelo State, who Oklahoma Christian lost to here on Thursday night. So OC played another top team close on Thursday, and they've got a lead right now over Lubbock Christian. As we get back to action, Lubbock Christian with the ball down by 5. As Muhammad has it on the left wing. Bounces to Hicks. They take away the free throw line jumper. Here's Muhammad driving all the way to the rim, lays it up and in. Good drive there by Muhammad for his first bucket of the afternoon, and it's a 1-possession game at 31-28. Aubrey Johnson thought about a 3. Instead goes right wing to DJ Walter. Kicks right side, Linhard back to Walter. Now Johnson around to Blackwell, who checked back in during the timeout. 10 on the shot clock as they reset.
DJ Palmer has been relatively quiet in this second part of the first half.
Blackwell flips up an awkward shot, no good, and an offensive foul is called.
The second charge call for him this game.
So Blackwell will now go sit back down with 2 personal fouls. And if you're Oklahoma Christian, you've gotten off to a good start here. You've got a lead, 3 minutes to go till halftime. You want to finish this first half strong and let Lubbock know that you're here to stick around for this entire game, and don't let them get a bunch of momentum right here before the break.
They're known for being competitive against good teams, again beating Dallas Baptist University. They said they were tied with Angelo State, forcing them to go into OT, and being very close to beating them too.
Up top, it's Muhammad, 15 on the shot clock. Tries to drive left, cut off by Johnson. Here's Lloyd Daniels, flips it up over Linhart, and good. And it's a 1-point game. Lloyd Daniels starting to find his groove a little bit. He's up to 9 points, and it's 31-30. As Reyes Valdez has it, goes right wing to Walter. Now Palmer, left side Linhart, finds Aubrey Johnson, open 3. No good off the back of the iron, and the rebound is tipped out of bounds. It will stay with Oklahoma Christian.
It's almost as good as an offensive rebound.
As York Benjamin will check into the game for the first time and give Will Linhart a breather. So Will goes and sits down. And we'll see how York Benjamin fares here in the late stages of this first half. And we have a foul called. Going to be the 4th team foul against Lubbock Christian, and it is on number 10, Proctor. That's his first. And a baseline inbound, 20 on the shot clock for the Eagles. They lob it into Aubrey Johnson. He's got it. Looking right, now gives to Reyes Valdez. Lobs down low to Palmer. Double team threatening. Up top, Walter. Goes left block to York Benjamin. Spins, and an offensive foul is the call as he bumped him with the hip. And number 2, Parker Hicks, whether there was actually that much contact or if he embellished it a little bit, he gets his desired result. That's the first team foul, or excuse me, the first personal foul against Benjamin and the 8th team foul against Oklahoma Christian, but no free throws awarded on an offensive foul call. Muhammad's got it. Left wing Proctor. Surveys, throws right side to Daniels. Still working against a 2-3 zone. Inside they go to Daniels, and he lays it up and in. And it's an 8-0 run here for Lubbock Christian. What was once a 31-24 OC lead now is a 32-31 Chaparral lead. Who will they go to try and stop it? They go to Palmer. Inside, shot blocked, gets his own rebound. Spins, fires off the glass, no. Rebound tapped around, another offensive rebound. And they reset with Reyes Valdez. Still good activity for the Eagles on the offensive glass.
Being really physical in the paint for both teams. Got back in, and a blocking foul is called against Lubbock Christian. Either way, DJ and Palmer is getting in, just getting double and triple teamed every time. Lubbock Christian being extra aggressive against people that are going into the post.
So a baseline inbound for Oklahoma Christian. They get it into Reyes Valdez. Inside, Palmer scores, and the Eagles go back on the high side, 33-32.
They chase it down and give it to one of your best players, and that's exactly what they did.
Palmer now into double figures with 10. There's a 20-second difference in the shot and game clock, and out of bounds it goes as the Chaparrals throw it away. 38.9, probably not really enough time to try and go 2 for 1 here. You could certainly get a shot up, but I don't know how quality of one it would be, and the Eagles will not do that as they will look to just get the best quality shot they can.
And trust their defense in the first half.
Timeout call by Coach Kendre Talley. 30.1 seconds to go. And it is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. We mentioned Deidre Palmer Jr. into double figures with 10. A graduate transfer from USAO down in Chickasha. USAO, one of the teams that was in Oklahoma Christian's conference in the NAIA. And Deidre Palmer Jr. was All-American player last year for USAO. They got all the way to the national quarterfinals in Kansas City of the NAIA tournament, and you know Coach Talley loves having an experienced player like that transfer in for this season.
For him, transferring from JUCO to Division II, there's a lot of questions on whether he can continue that success over, and he's proven them all wrong in saying that he's the leading scorer for Oklahoma Christian and doing most of that from the paint. But he's also shown he can hit the mid-range and three-point jumper when needed to.
So OC will inbound once again here. 25 seconds to go in the first half, clinging to a 1-point lead. Reyes Valdez, guarded by Muhammad, throws right wing to Walter. Being watched by Caswell. Now Palmer, free throw line, jab steps. Kicks it out and throws it away. Lloyd Daniels has it down the floor. It goes to Muhammad. He falls down, and Reyes Valdez has it. 6 seconds to go here. Reyes Valdez kicks left wing. Johnson, three. Got it. Essentially at the buzzer. 36-32. And Oklahoma Christian will take a 4-point lead into halftime.
Taking a 4-point lead and the momentum into halftime with that bucket.
As there's some conversation between the officials and Lubbock Christian's coaching staff. I don't know if they know exactly what the issue was, as they're having some conversations at the scores table. No matter, a good end of the first half here for Oklahoma Christian. 36-32. Aubrey Johnson with 13 points. Deidre Palmer with 10. And they head to the break, as Elijah mentioned, with the momentum. We'll be right back here on the Eagle Sports Network with your halftime stats. Stick with us here from Oklahoma Christian.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up, and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
Recently, the western U.S. has averaged more than 1,900 earthquakes and 3,800 significant wildfires each year. So chances are there will be more of both near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out?
Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie. Nailed it.
We all of warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on, man. Let's put a ride home.
Back here inside the Eagles' nest at Oklahoma Christian University, Eagles with a 4-point halftime lead, 36-32 over Lubbock Christian. Shane Magnus and Elijah Johnson here with you on the court as both teams have headed to the locker room for halftime. And Elijah, big key to Oklahoma Christian's 4-point lead is their advantage in the rebounding. We saw them get a lot of offensive rebounds early, but overall rebounding numbers are very good as well.
Yes, speaking of offensive rebounds, every player that's played except for Aubrey Johnson and York Benjamin has at least one offensive rebound, especially DJ Palmer, who has 3 overall and 5 rebounds for the game. It's just really good for them. And also having Will Linhart, one of the best rebounders in the Lone Star Conference, it doesn't really hurt their chances as well, as he keeps balls alive and tips it up. And even though it's not on the stat sheet, his tips back out is what keeps it alive.
Absolutely. And you saw on the opening possession, Oklahoma Christian did not come away with points, but they got, I believe, 3 offensive rebounds right away on the first possession. So they set that intensity early, and they are overall out-rebounding Lubbock Christian 15-6. 8 offensive rebounds for Oklahoma Christian, only 1 for Lubbock Christian. Lubbock hung in there, though, finding those holes in the zone for the mid-range jumper as Parker Hicks, who has 9 points, 4 of 6 shooting, 1 of 2 from beyond the arc, really kept the Chaparrals afloat with those mid-range jumpers early.
Yeah, and Lloyd Daniels also has 11, getting those free throw line jumpers and those three-pointers to fall as well. So either way, they just found the holes in their defense, kept the ball moving and shift the defense, was able to get into either the foul line or into the corner three-pointers for those wide-open shots. And even when the OKC was playing good defense, they were able to hit the tough wing shots for 3. And once they were able to do that, it's not really much you can do but go in and respond.
Absolutely, and Lubbock Christian shooting 65% from the floor. Probably not many games they expect to be losing at halftime if they're shooting 65%, but those offensive rebounds leading to 6 second chance points for Oklahoma Christian. And let's not forget to mention Oklahoma Christian shooting 54% from the field. So if you like efficient offensive basketball, this is the one for you. You're going to want to stick around. Oklahoma Christian led in scoring by Aubrey Johnson with 13 points, Deidrean Palmer Jr. with 10, and 6 points for Jonathan Reyes Valdez. He knocked down one of his 2 3-point attempts. Oklahoma Christian not a great 3-point shooting team on the season, at just over 31%. They're shooting pretty good today at 5 of 11 from beyond the arc. That's going to be a key for the Eagles if they want to hang on to this game and get another top-notch win here inside the Eagles' nest this season. So a 4-point lead for Oklahoma Christian here at the break. We'll step aside and be right back with more Oklahoma Christian basketball.
Dora knows better than anyone. The best place to explore is the forest.
Boots! She knows this monkey? Of course she knows this monkey.
Experience nature.
Let's go.
Connect with family.
I love you guys.
And find your own adventure in a forest or park near you.
Let's do this. Come on, Boots.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help. And slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Recently, the western U.S. has averaged more than 1,900 earthquakes and 3,800 significant wildfires each year. So chances are there will be more of both near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
(36-32) Oklahoma Christian with a 4-point lead. It will be Lubbock Christian basketball to start the second half as they break the huddle with Lloyd Daniels, Cameron Copley, Ty Caswell, Rashawn Proctor, and Parker Hicks, their starting lineup. And we will see who Oklahoma Christian comes out with. I would anticipate their starting lineup as well, as we have Linhard, Johnson, Reyes, Valdez, Blackwell, and Palmer Jr. So starting lineups for both teams. We got 20 minutes to go in a good game, and let's see how it plays out. Lubbock Christian basketball moving right to left now in the second half. As Copley has it, throws left wing to Caswell. Did a great job of corralling that pass as it was headed for the sideline. Copley throws left wing to Caswell. Now Daniels. Daniels had 11 points in the first half. Inside they go to Proctor. Kicks it out, Copley. He'll fire a three. No good. Offensive rebound, though, by Proctor. Lubbock's second offensive rebound of the game, and it gets him a three as number 12, Ty Caswell, pays off the extra possession, and Lubbock immediately cuts it to a 1-point game.
That was good defense by the Eagles. They just weren't able to corral and finish off the defensive possession with the rebound.
1-point game as Blackwell has it. Throws right side to Valdez. And the whistle blows. And we've got a foul called down low, going to be on Proctor, number 10. That's his second and the first team foul here of the second half. Reyes Valdez looking to get it in, finds Johnson in the corner, catch and shoot three, no. Linhard fighting for the rebound, and instead it comes down to Ty Caswell. Will had it momentarily, just couldn't secure it. Copley Throws right side to Caswell. Now Copley. Out to Hicks. Back to Copley. Gives a pump fake. Goes baseline. Back to Hicks. Long three. In and out. No good. And Palmer with the rebound.
It seems like Lubbock Christian wants to swing the ball more and more faster on the wing and get wide open threes instead of getting inside like they did in the first half.
Reyes Valdez can't get it to Palmer. Goes baseline. Now steps back. He will fire up a long jumper. It's no good, but the whistle is blown. And Cameron Copley does not agree with that call. Looking confused as he's whistled for his third personal foul. Second team foul. And Reyes Valdez will be at the line for 3 shots. First free throw is up and good. On the season, just a 61% free throw shooter. But he knocks down the first 2 there, and he'll have 1 more. Oklahoma Christian is a team shooting right around 67% from the free throw line. And they are 4 for 4 today. And all 4 of those have been by Jonathan Reyes Valdez.
Neither team is getting to the free throw line much, but when they do, they are converting.
He's got 7. It's a 4-point lead. Tough floater by Proctor. And on the rebound, Parker Hicks is fouled. Not sure if that ball got tipped on the way up, but something did not look right about that shot. And then Palmer's called for his second. And it looks like Kendra Talley's going to leave him in the game for right now. Going to be important for Palmer to not pick up his third here early in the second half. Inside it comes to Proctor. Spins on Linhard, counted and 1. So Rashawn Proctor wreaking havoc down low here early on in the second half as he gets fouls called on Palmer and on Linhard. And that is going to be the second personal foul on Linhard. So Palmer and Linhard both playing with 2 personal fouls, and it's a 1-point game, 39-38. Reyes Valdez on the right wing, looking for Palmer, can't get it to him, and now a turnover as Hicks intercepts the pass. He'll slow it down to Copley. Now back to Hicks.
Proctor's doing a good job denying Deidre and Palmer the ball in the post.
Lloyd Daniels has it, now Caswell. Throws left side to Copley. Free throw line jumper way off to the left by Proctor as they found that spot open again but could not convert. And here come the Eagles clinging to a 1-point lead. Blackwell, offensive foul is called. That's going to be on Reyes Valdez. And that's his second.
3 quick team fouls for OC. You need to be careful they get in the bonus.
I beg your pardon, that's the first personal foul on Reyes Valdez. Proctor has it on the left wing, goes up top to Caswell. Copley inside to Proctor, playing against Linhart, who has 2 personal fouls, and Will didn't want to be too aggressive there. Gives up the deuce, and it's 40-39. Lubbock Christian up by 1. Johnson on the left wing. Fires up top to Reyes Valdez. On the baseline. Now finds Palmer. Ball deflected. Comes to Valdez in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Steps through, floats it up. No. Fight for the rebound. And Lubbock Christian comes away with it. Up ahead to Copley. Bounce pass to Daniels. Layup is good.
Lubbock Christian's coming up fast, and OC still hasn't scored a field goal in the second half.
42-39 now, a 3-point lead. Blackwell to Linhard, has it poked away, and another turnover. Lubbock Christian defense very effective right now. As Caswell has it, up to Copley. Goes to the right side to Daniels, gets into the lane, flips it up, misses the shot. Fight for the rebound, won by Blackwell.
Proctor is down.
slow to get up as he is limping down the floor. Into the corner, Johnson for three, got it.
Ties the game.
Aubrey Johnson, 16 points, the game's leading scorer, as Proctor still struggling. As Lubbock Christian with the ball in a tie game. Free throw line jumper good by Parker Hicks. He's setting up shop from that spot here so far in this game. He's into double figures with 11, and Lubbock Christian back up by 2. Aubrey Johnson throws right wing to Blackwell. Proctor still doing a good job of denying it to Palmer, who finally gets it. Double team threatens. Kicks out to Blackwell. Penetrates into the lane. Left wing, Valdez up top. Johnson wide open three. Got another one. He's got 19 points now.
It's good ball movement by OC and good by DJ and Palmer not forced it in the paint.
Aubrey Johnson has hit 5 threes on the afternoon. 45-44, Eagles back up by 1. We got a good one going on here today. Another three knocked down for Lubbock, this time by Caswell, and they're back up by 2. Left wing Blackwell goes to Palmer. Backing in on Proctor, and an offensive foul is called, and that's 3 on Deidre Palmer. And we have a timeout on the floor, 47-45, Lubbock by 2. Deidre Palmer Jr. into foul trouble with 3 personal fouls. It'll be Lubbock Christian ball when we come back.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up, and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Greg, come on man, let's split a ride home.
We got a good one going on here in the Eagles Nest this afternoon. Lubbock Christian 47, Oklahoma Christian 45. Shane Magnus, Elijah Johnson here with you courtside on Dan Hayes Court inside the Eagles Nest, as these two longtime conference rivals going at it here today for their only matchup of the regular season. And Oklahoma Christian down by 2 just before the timeout. Deidre Palmer Jr. picked up his 3rd personal foul, and he stays in the game, so we'll see if Lubbock Christian elects to pick on him defensively, as Oklahoma Christian absolutely cannot afford for him to go out of the game, as evidenced by that decision to leave him in. Linhard, good defense on the drive by Hicks, and I think Hicks was trying to get Linhard his 3rd as well. Unsuccessful, and Oklahoma Christian now down by 2 with the ball. Linhard spins, fires, leaves it short, and Hicks clears the rebound. Not quite as low in the post as Will typically likes to be for that little turnaround hook shot.
Maybe that's why this shot was a bit short.
Hicks at the free throw line. Linhard not letting him shoot that shot. Now he's wide open at the top of the key. He'll shoot the 3, and he got it.
And both teams living by the 3 this game.
14 points for Parker Hicks. 50-45 is our score. Lubbock's largest lead of the game has been 7. Palmer on the low block. Spins. Flips it up through contact. No whistle. Shot no good. Hicks with the rebound. Lubbock trying to stretch this lead out, as Copley has it. Throws left side to Daniels. Into the lane. Took an extra step. No whistle. And Linhard clears the rebound on the missed 3. Linhard between the circles. Dribbles left. Hands off to Blackwell. Blackwell crosses over. Free throw line jumper just a little short.
And DJ Palmer goes down as he got hit in the head on that rebound.
Caswell pushed him. Palmer slow to get back on defense. Lubbock playing 5-on-4, and OC fortunate not to give up a bucket there. Palmer was taking his time getting back on defense, and he was hearing it from the coaching staff. Linhart top of the key. Throws right side to Johnson, and we have a whistle blown. Foul's going to be called on Hicks, number 2.
Looks like DJ Watcher's coming in to get Palmer.
Palmer does take a seat.
Seems like OC is straying away from the post game this half. Especially with DJ Walter coming in.
Dangerous inbounds pass, but Aubrey Johnson secures it. Inside it goes to Linhard. Kicks up top to Blackwell. Johnson throws it to nobody, and Parker Hicks takes it away. He thought Linhard was flaring out to the corner. Instead, Will dove towards the basket, and the pass fell into the hands of the defenders. Hicks, another free throw line jumper. No. Blackwell clears the rebound. OC needs a bucket here. Lobbing down the court to Linhard. He secures it. Out to Johnson. Ball deflected, and out of bounds it goes. It will be Oklahoma Christian basketball. With 11:44 to go, Lubbock Christian leads it by 5, 50-45. Timeout on the floor. Chaparral's by 5. We'll be right back here.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your dog walker,
On your left!
your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Back here inside the Eagles' nest, 50-45. Lubbock Christian with a 5-point lead. And Elijah, you mentioned it a couple possessions ago. Both teams are relying on the three-pointer here so far in the second half, as they have both taken several here so far.
Yeah, for OC, Lubbock Christian is taking away the post game from DJ and Palmer and Will Linhard. And from Lubbock Christian, you just seem to be moving the ball on the perimeter, looking for that three.
DJ Walter knocks home a three. 2 big threes by him so far today for all of his 6 points. The first one being a shot clock buzzer beater in the first half. And he gives OC a lift there with that one. Copley throws it away. Fight for the loose ball. Bodies falling everywhere. And it will be Lubbock Christian basketball.
Foul on Marcus Blackwell. It'll be his 3rd for the game.
Blackwell has not scored and picks up his 3rd personal foul. And they're talking about what the shot clock needs to be set at, as they'll put it at 20. 11:14 to go here in a 2-point game. $20 on the shot clock for Lubbock Christian as Lloyd Daniels will inbound in front of his own bench. Lubbock trying to build on a 2-point lead. Copley dribbles right side, now top of the key. Throws left wing to Muhammad. Into the corner, Hicks an open three, no good, and Reyes Valdez swoops in front of Hicks, who had eyes on an offensive rebound. But Reyes Valdez takes it away. Here's Blackwell. Goes to Aubrey Johnson, guarded by Muhammad. Reyes Valdez goes right low block to Linhard, backing in, flips it up, knocks it home. Ties the game at 50, 6 points for Will. Good to see him get inside and score. Left wing Daniels. Bounces up top, now throws left side to Caswell. DJ Walter not letting him get the space to launch a three. Muhammad up to Copley, pump fake, drives past Valdez. Kicks in the corner, Daniels three on the way, got it.
Another three for the game, and both teams are shooting over 50% for the three.
53-50, Lubbock by 3. Reyes Valdez, top of the key. Dribbles right. Bounces inside to DJ Walter, and a foul is called on Copley, and that's going to be his 4th.
And Copley doesn't agree at all. Neither do the coaches.
That's the 4th team foul, as Silas Chrysler will check in. Copley takes a seat with his 4 fouls. In it comes. Blackwell gets it to Reyes Valdez, throws left wing to Aubrey Johnson. Long three. Oh my goodness, he got another one. Aubrey Johnson feeling it so far today. He is 6 of 10 from beyond the arc. He's got 22 points. Ties the game at 53. Big shot for OC. Left wing Daniels, baseline to Chrysler, kicks it out. I apologize, that was Caswell. Then Chrysler had it stolen. He picks up his dribble, needs help, gets it from Linhard, who gets it back to him, and the Eagles will set up shop.
DJ Palmer and Proctor on the bench. It seems like this would be a more perimeter-oriented game.
Blackwell. Reyes Valdez had trouble corralling that pass, but secures it. 10 on the shot clock as he dribbles left side. Finds Johnson. Pump fake. Steps into another three. He got another one. He's got 7 threes this afternoon. Timeout on the floor. 25 points for Aubrey Johnson, and a timeout is called by Oklahoma Christian. Looks like it will be a full timeout. We will step aside. Aubrey Johnson on fire. Eagles lead by 3.
It's like the 3rd game he did this.
And looks like we're sticking here through this break as they're taking a look at the play a little while ago on DJ Walter's 3. They're trying to see if his feet were behind the line. We'll see if we have a good enough angle. As right now, it's a 56-53 ball game for Oklahoma Christian. If they were to overturn this, it would be a 2-point lead. DJ Walter with 6 points on the day, but the story of the game has been Aubrey Johnson, 7 of 11 on threes. As you see a good look at it there, his feet were behind the line.
It's pretty clear, too. Just a couple of inches behind the line. So the scoreboard stayed 56-53, OC.
25 points for Aubrey Johnson on 7 of 11 three-point shooting, and we'll try and find out during the next break. We got to be getting into the conversation of a single-game three-point record here. You got to be at least in that territory, as Aubrey Johnson is feeling it. He's got 8 minutes and 50 seconds to knock down some more.
This is about his 3rd game hitting over 5 threes this season, so this is really impressive three-point shooting game for him.
Given the strong senior leadership that you need as you go through the tough journey of a conference season, especially in the Lone Star Conference, as Elijah mentioned earlier, a very strong conference in Division II. Blackwell with 3 fouls, reaches in, knocks it off the foot of Hicks. Good aggression by Marcus Blackwell, not picking up another foul, but forcing the turnover. And that will be Lubbock Christian's 5th turnover, so they're doing a good job taking care of the ball. Oklahoma Christian, meanwhile, has turned the ball over 10 times. Blackwell on the left wing, up top to Reyes Valdez. Muhammad denying Aubrey Johnson well out into the wing, not letting him get the ball. 10 on the shot clock. Reyes Valdez drives it down the lane, flips it up, scores! 5-point lead for Oklahoma Christian as he got past Ty Caswell.
And Jonathan using his quickness and strength to get up in the paint and get the layup over the taller defender.
In the corner, Hicks now goes to Muhammad. Muhammad has 2 points on the day and a steal. Here comes DJ Walter. Throws left side, in rhythm three for Johnson, short. Chases down his own rebound and saves it. And Linhart keeps it from getting back into the backcourt.
Lubbock Christian's coach wanted to travel on that play.
Still Eagle ball up by 5. Reyes Valdez bumped on the baseline. That'll be the 5th team foul. And we will have a timeout on the floor. 58-53. Oklahoma Christian leads it by 5. That's the first personal foul on number 24, Lloyd Daniels. Eagles with the ball up 5 when we come back.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Back here inside the Eagles' nest, 58-53, OC by 5. A couple of notes during that break from our wonderful sports information director, Murray Evans. Jonathan Reyes Valdez, with 10 assists, has a career high, so that's a good number for him. Also, the OC single-game three-point record for one player set by OC legend Jay Mock, who against Athens State in Nashville in 1999 went 11 of 13 from beyond the arc. So Aubrey Johnson needs 4 more to tie that record as DJ Walter gets inside and scores, and OC pushes it back to 7, which matches their largest lead.
DJ Walker showing his creativity on the offensive end and his strength on the finish.
Lubbock Christian with the ball down 7. Under 7 minutes to go. Inside, Proctor is fouled. DJ Walter thought he got the clean block. His teammates consoling and encouraging him. Aggressive move by both players. By Proctor going up for the slam, and by Walter with the challenge, and the crowd voicing their displeasure with that whistle. Proctor's first free throw's good. Now 2 for 4 on the day from the line. Lubbock Christian as a team is 4 for 6. Free shot up and good. Makes it a 5-point game once again. Oklahoma Christian has really controlled most of this game. You'd love to see them finish this one out strong and get an important conference win and solidify their spot in the top 12, which is the number of teams that makes the conference tournament. Reyes Valdez into the corner. Aubrey Johnson backs it out on the wing, crosses over, 3 on the way. That one's a little short, and Parker Hicks controls the rebound. Copley back into the game with 4 personal fouls here, 6:20 to go. You can tell Lubbock definitely likes the way their offense flows better when he's on the floor. As they turn it over, a great pass inside, and Proctor just dropped it. Having some words with the official, but it is Eagle basketball.
And Deidre Palmer is still on the bench with 6 left to go.
And normally you maybe question that a little bit, but it seems to be going well right now without him, so Coach Talley letting his guys play as Linhart gets inside, flips it up just a little bit short. So Will still at 6 points on the day. Here comes Copley and Lubbock Christian against the 2-3 zone of OC. As they find Caswell on the left wing. Now Copley, top of the key, had it knocked away, got it back. Here's Lloyd Daniels, baseline jumper. Tough shot, it's an air ball. And Marcus Blackwell collects the miss. Here comes Valdez into the corner to Aubrey Johnson, and they'll reset. DJ Walter, top of the key, gives to Blackwell. Now Aubrey Johnson, back to Blackwell, asking for a screen, gets it on the right side from Linhard. Knifes into the lane, scoop shot, no. Will fighting for the rebound, he's got it. Flips it up and in. Parker Hicks tried to draw a charge. There was no whistle, and the Eagles' lead is pushed back up to 7.
And the rest is just letting them play on, get physical down there.
5 minutes to go here in the second half. Copley gives to Parker Hicks. Open three, no good, and Linhard collects the rebound. That's his 9th rebound. 8 points and 9 rebounds, trying to become the second Eagle with a double-double today, as Reyes Valdez has it with 11 points and 10 assists. Blackwell between the circles, throws right side to Valdez. Lob down low to Linhard. Will throws to Walter, free throw line jumper, got it. Mid-range jumper, good.
DJ Walters providing much needed points off the bench.
Into double figures for him. 9-point OC lead, their largest of the afternoon. Caswell into the corner, Proctor fights through traffic, loses the ball, stolen by Linhard. He gets it to Aubrey Johnson. The Eagles will slow things down as Aubrey brings it up the floor, trying to expand on a 9-point lead. Aubrey pushes right side, steps back, throws up to Valdez. Blackwell on the deep left wing, lobs down low to Linhard, has the smaller Hicks on him, finds Walter. Inside, lays it up, he's fouled. Excellent energy off the bench today for DJ Walter. He's got 10 points and a chance to add to that at the free throw line, as there is a timeout on the floor. Oklahoma Christian 64, Lubbock Christian 55. Our final media timeout of the afternoon. We'll be right back with the closing minutes here from Oklahoma Christian.
Recently, the western U.S. has averaged more than 1,900 earthquakes and 3,800 significant wildfires each year. So chances are there will be more of both near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Shane Magnus, Elijah Johnson back here with you inside the Eagles' nest. OC leads it by 9. DJ Walter, an impressive day, Elijah. A perfect shooting day so far. 4 of 4 from the field, has made both of his three-point attempts, and has really keyed this second-half run for Oklahoma Christian.
As without Deidre and Palmer in the game, they need another person to step up besides Aubrey Johnson, and DJ Walter has been up for the challenge as he misses his first free throw.
So still a 9-point game. By the way, that was a foul on number 10, Rashawn Proctor, his third. Second free throw good.
This is the first double-digit lead of the game, the largest lead for Oklahoma Christian.
So it's Copley, Caswell, Muhammad, Daniels, and Hicks for Lubbock Christian, and it's Walter, Linhard, Blackwell, Johnson, and Reyes Valdez for Oklahoma Christian. Copley playing with 4 fouls, goes top of the key to Daniels. Kicks out, Caswell open 3. That would have been a big one for Lubbock. They need a run stopper right now. They cannot find it. 3:15 to go here. Oklahoma Christian with a 10-point lead. Aubrey Johnson in the left corner. Whips it down low to Linhard. Back out to Aubrey. 13 on the shot clock. They'll reset with Valdez at the top. Hands back to Johnson. 8 on the shot clock. Guarded by Muhammad. Gets a screen from Linhard. Goes around it. 3 on the shot clock. Step back, fall away jumper. No. And a good box out by Hicks prevents Linhard from getting the rebound. Here comes Lubbock in need of a bucket. Caswell, back to Copley. Hicks, back to Copley. Knifes down the lane, now kicks back out to Daniels. In the corner, Muhammad, open three. Side-winding spin is good. And that's a big shot for the Chaparrals, and it's a 7-point game.
It seems Lubbock Christian took out Proctor and put back in their shooters for the game.
Under 2.5 to go. Every bucket here by Oklahoma Christian is going to supply a significant amount of pressure to Lubbock. Aubrey Johnson, 25 points on the day, has it. Kicks in the corner to Blackwell. Blackwell has not scored. Finds Johnson, 4 on the shot clock. Drives down the lane, gets to the rim, flips it up, no. Linhard fighting for the rebound, but Hicks brings it down. And a big stop for Lubbock. Looking for another basket here. Copley gives to Caswell. Left wing Hicks. Drives down the lane. Pass Linhard and scores. And a timeout call by Lubbock Christian as it's a 5-point game once again with 1:49 to go. The Eagles are by no means out of the woods yet. A 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here as it looks like Deidrean Palmer Jr. will finally check back into the game for OC as it's down to a 5-point game. Elijah, what do you think the key is here for Oklahoma Christian on offense to try and close this out?
For Oklahoma Christian on offense, it's just not to turn the ball over. If they are in double-digit turnovers, they just can't get the ball back to Lubbock Christian and allow them to continue having the momentum that they have. They're only up by 5, and that 5-point lead can vanish very quickly as we've seen early in the game.
Well, and as we saw just in the last couple minutes, it was 10 at 65-55, and now it's 65-60. Again, Lubbock Christian tied for 4th in the conference standings as they're a very talented team, and they're looking to get a come-from-behind road victory here and keep themselves in that, at worst, in that tie for 4th place. Oklahoma Christian tied for 10th, just a half game ahead of 12th, which is the last spot that gets in the conference tournament. And Caswell commits a foul in the backcourt. You like the pressure there, but a little physical and did not allow Valdez to catch that pass.
Now Lubbock Christian is in the bonus, so they'll need to be careful about fouling people on full court presses.
So Valdez to the free throw line. Reyes Valdez, that is. 4 of 4 on the afternoon. Free shot up and good. He will get the second part of the 1-and-1. Trying to make it a 3-possession game. 1:46 to go here. Free shot up and good. 67-60. Copley's got it. Pushing up the floor for Lubbock. Goes over to Hicks. And the shot clock did not start, so they're going to reset it to 26. And with 1:40 to go here, it will be a sideline inbound for Lubbock Christian. In it comes to Copley. At the top of the key, spins down the lane, kicks it out. Muhammad for 3, got it. Big shot. 4-point game now, and Lubbock Christian is going to call one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So 67-63, a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here.
Lubbock Christian is slowly chipping right back into this game after being down by 5, now down by 4 off of a 3.
1:30 to go. Aubrey Johnson with 25 seconds, 25 points with 7 made threes on the afternoon.
While the referee is looking at the clock after that last shot.
Trying to determine how much time should be left. Right now, we're at 1:30.
For OC, every second counts. He's trying to take off the time off the clock so they can hold on to this victory.
Mentioned this is the only regular season meeting between these two teams. As in previous years and previous conference arrangements, they would play twice, but when you have 18 teams in a conference, you can only play everybody so much, and some teams not at all in the regular season.
Either way, these two teams are very familiar with themselves. Again, playing each other in other conferences, playing each other twice a year. This is just familiar territory for both teams. We'll see if OC can pull it out.
So Oklahoma Christian 7-10 in conference play, trying to improve to 8-10. They are in a tie with Eastern New Mexico and a half game ahead of St. Mary's. And as we check out other scores from around the conference today, St. Mary's, or Eastern New Mexico rather, just underway with Tarleton State. They lead as OC has it back in play here. We'll get the St. Mary's score when we can. Reyes Valdez turns it over.
And the rest will review whether it's off his knee or not.
Coach Kendra Talley incensed with the officials, and that's the turnover that Lubbock Christian needed, as they will take a look and see whose ball this was. Coach Talley wanted a foul as Reyes Valdez stumbled against contact from Proctor. And we'll take a look and see. Looks like it goes off the knee of Reyes Valdez. 1:21 to go here. You mentioned a minute ago you can't turn the ball over, and that is exactly what it looks like Oklahoma Christian has done here, although we're still awaiting the official word from the review. And if this is indeed Lubbock Christian basketball, Oklahoma Christian will be in desperate need of a defensive stop as they cling to a 4-point lead.
This is a turnover. It gives Lubbock Christian the energy boost they need to get another score to get closer into overtaking the lead.
And with the next whistle against Oklahoma Christian, Lubbock Christian will be in the bonus. So you look at Lubbock Christian, a very good free throw shooting team, 80% on the season as a team. So you can't expect them to give away many points at the line. They're also a good three-point shooting team, right at 40% on the year.
They just need to avoid turning the ball over and fouling.
It is Lubbock Christian basketball. They get it into Lloyd Daniels. Daniels over to Muhammad, drives down the lane, flips it up and scores. And it's a 2-point game with 1:15 to go. Full court pressure again by Lubbock Christian as they get it into Marcus Blackwell. He gets it back to Aubrey Johnson, up ahead to Palmer. Got to get it across the timeline. Aubrey will with 4 seconds to spare. Now he'll work the walking dribble. Over to the left side to Blackwell. Under a minute to go, 2-point game. Eagles leading by 2. Reyes Valdez looking right side to Blackwell. 12 on the shot clock as they'll set up their late shot clock play. Blackwell, 7 on the shot clock. Gets in the lane to the baseline. Hanging jumper. Got it. Big shot by Blackwell.
Big shot by him, and it's the first field goal of the game.
Picked a perfect time to score. 69-65, 4-point lead. Daniels, left wing, Caswell, back to Daniels. Muhammad, 28 seconds to go. 11-second difference in the shot and game clock. Crowd making some noise. Hicks 3 on the way. No. Fight for the rebound. Won by Muhammad. Gets it out. Daniels 3 on the way. Got it. 17.6 seconds to go, and Lubbock burns their final timeout. It will be a full timeout. We will go ahead and keep it here as Oklahoma Christian's lead has been cut down to 1, 69-68. So now if you're Lubbock Christian, you got to go for the steal, but if you can't get it, you got to foul pretty quickly and not let too much time come off the clock as you try to extend this game.
Yes, and even if Oklahoma Christian does make both free throws, it's only a 3-point game, so it's still going to be a 1-possession game either way. And just as you said, Lubbock Christian is a very, very good 3-point shooting team, so I'm not very sure if they're worried about taking the foul and if they're making 3-point shots and making some offensive plays for whenever they get the ball back.
You would love to get the ball into the hands of Aubrey Johnson as he's an 82% free throw shooter. Other players on the floor, Deidrean Palmer is a 68% free throw shooter. Reyes Valdez is a 61% free throw shooter. Will Linhard, just a 39% free throw shooter, so not very reliable there. And then also on the floor, Marcus Blackwell on the season is a 71% free throw shooter. So get it into Aubrey Johnson if you can, but you know the trap is going to come, so you got to be able to avoid turning the ball over.
If not, the second best choice is Jonathan Reyes Valdez, as he's made all his free throws this game.
And another player who's played effective minutes in this game is DJ Walter. He's an 82% free throw shooter at 14 of 17 on the season, but he is not in the game. So it's Proctor, Muhammad, Daniels, Hicks, and Caswell. Meanwhile, it's Valdez, Palmer, Johnson, Blackwell, and Linhard. And Jonathan Reyes Valdez calls a timeout. Oklahoma Christian had 2 of them. As it looked like for a second he could have got it into Aubrey Johnson, but elected not to throw a pass, which if you have the timeouts in your pocket, you'd rather take the timeout and not throw a risky pass and risk turning the ball over with under 20 seconds to go, only up by 1.
Yeah, they'd rather be safe than sorry with this lead. Because if Lubbock Christian gets a turnover and then they score, then they'll be on their back feet as DJ Walter checks back in.
So Walter, who's a good free throw shooter, will check in. And it looks like Linhard is the one who will come out. So percentages-wise, that's the right move there. Take your sub 40% free throw shooter out and bring in a guy who shoots in the 80s. Now, again, he has not shot that many this year, only 17, but I get the feeling that in a game like this where he's been very effective, that's a guy you want on the floor right now.
DJ Walter has been hot throughout the game, especially in the second half, coming in and getting the double figures, giving them a much-needed boost off the bench. So it's either him, Aubrey Johnson, or Jonathan Reyes Valdez who you want taking the free throw. But it looks like Jonathan Reyes Valdez will be inbounding the ball, so you can either get it DJ Walter or Aubrey Johnson.
We mentioned earlier Oklahoma Christian a half game ahead of St. Mary's. St. Mary's has won today at home against UTPB, 73-63 down in San Antonio. So OC needs to win this game and keep some separation between them and the Rattlers. Back to action here. Reyes Valdez gets it into Marcus Blackwell. He's trapped. And a travel is called.
So the turnover they tried to avoid, it just happened.
Travel is called, and Lubbock Christian will have the ball with 14 seconds left. They can take the last shot if they want to.
Marcus wanted to call a timeout before he traveled.
And it will be an inbound from in front of the Lubbock Christian bench. Hicks will look to get it inbounds, getting the play call from his bench. And here we go, 14 seconds to go. In it comes to Copley. Being watched at the top of the 2-3 zone by Johnson and Reyes Valdez. Out to Muhammad, 3 on the way, no good. Fight for the rebound is won by Lloyd Daniels. 5 seconds to go. Hicks, fall away, jumper, no. And the ball game is over. Oklahoma Christian has won. Tough defensive stand there by the Eagles.
So the thing OC does best is the one that gave them no W today.
69-68, a thriller here at the Eagles' Nest as Oklahoma Christian turns the ball over in the final seconds. But Lubbock Christian got 2 looks at it, but unable to come up with a game-winning shot. And the Eagles get a much-needed victory to solidify themselves in the conference standings, as they will now move to 8-10 in the conference on the season and keep themselves hovering above that cutoff line of 12. So Oklahoma Christian, 8-10 on the season in conference play, gets a key victory here today. We'll go ahead and step aside and be right back with final stats and a post-game interview. You are watching Oklahoma Christian Eagle basketball.
This is the story of a boy who was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Recently, the western U.S. has averaged more than 1,900 earthquakes and 3,800 significant wildfires each year. So chances are there will be more of both near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
It's really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out?
Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Greg, come on man, let's put a ride home.
Back here at Oklahoma Christian University with Victoria's head coach Kendra Talley. And coach, you guys, a strong win today over a Lubbock Christian team who was tied for fourth in the conference standings. Obviously a huge win for you guys, but nice to bounce back after a tough loss here on Thursday night.
Yeah, that's just shows the resilience that we have. We could have easily came out here and laid an egg. You know, Lubbock is really good, really well coached, but our guys, you know, they want it. They want it, and I think we learn and we get better from every loss, and they came out and responded today. And that was the main thing. I just told them to have some short-term memory because we were going to have another dogfight today, and they did.
Aubrey Johnson, what a game today. He hits 7 threes, shoots 7 of 13 from behind the arc, 9 of 18 overall, 25 points, and he really kind of provided the initial spark there in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, we game plan pretty well for them. Kind of the silent hero is Dadrian, you know. He gets a lot of attention from day one, and they double team a lot. And we made the right plays, and we found Aubrey after those double teams and made them scramble a little bit, and he capitalized. So I was proud of him today, and we needed him, so he did a great job.
And what about DJ Walter today? Coming in, you know, good energy off the bench, a perfect shooting day except for his one free throw, 4 for 4 from the field, and also 2 of 2 from behind the arc.
DJ's been working hard. After our last game, he was one of the guys who stayed after and just kept shooting. And that lets you know how much he wants to get better, how much he knows we need him. He finally stepped up tonight and done a great job, and he will continue to for us. So, proud of him.
And what about rebounding? You guys opened the game. We talked about it during the break. Right off the bat, you had 3 offensive rebounds. You end up with 10 on the day. You win the rebounding battle 28-20. And those rebounds were big because both teams shot very well from the floor, so there wasn't a lot of them, but the ones that were there, you guys seemed to grab.
Yeah, I think our guys were pretty mad because of Thursday we got out-rebounded, and that doesn't usually happen to us. So they made a statement, like you said, from the jump today, getting offensive rebounds, and they helped us throughout the game, some key rebounds. So.
Last one for you, Coach. You got a rematch against Cameron coming up this week. What do you have to do to get ready for that one?
Just have the same mentality. Our guys know that every game is going to be tough, and we go to every game like a dogfight, just take it one game at a time. Those teams are still hungry, still competing to get in the tournament, and it's going to be a good thing. That's why I love the game. These tough games like this, you just got to look forward to them. So we'll look forward to being on the road next week.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win. Stick with us. We'll be right back with the final stats wrap-up here from the Eagles Nest.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie and then wham-bam minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high-five.
Dora knows better than anyone. The best place to explore is the forest.
She knows this monkey? Of course, she knows this monkey.
Experience nature.
Let's go.
Connect with family.
I love you guys.
And find your own adventure in a forest or park near you.
Let's do this. Come on, Boots.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest or park near you.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse,
Yes.
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
Back here at Oklahoma Christian with the player of the game, Aubrey Johnson, providing good senior leadership for Oklahoma Christian today. Aubrey, let's get the obvious one out of the way first. You were feeling it from beyond the arc. You hit 7 of them, and Kendre, Coach Talley kind of mentioned the unsung hero of that might be Deidre and Palmer because he's getting double-teamed. He did a good job of finding you, but just talk about your game today and what was working offensively.
I mean, obviously what was working offensively was getting it inside. I mean, we got to work through our posts and then work out. I mean, that's our best thing for us. They know that our best player is Deidre. So, I mean, we got to get it to them, work it outside, and do what we got to do from there.
And we kind of talked about it during the break. You guys lost a tough one in overtime here at home on Thursday night to Angelo State. This had to feel really good to come out against a team that was tied with Angelo State for 4th in the conference. It's a big win for you guys.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I mean, game plan, that's all it is. We go out there. I mean, Thursday was tough. Played hard, but, I mean, we can't think about the past. Can't think negative. Got to be positive, go on with it. So that's what we had to go with, positive mindset.
So you guys get a big win. You're now 8-10 in conference play. You kind of solidify yourself a little bit down there. Top 12 teams make the conference tournament. Coming into today, you were tied for 10th, so you're not going to fall out of that. That's good news, but you got a tough one coming up Thursday at Cameron.
Yeah, just got to do the same thing. Got to play hard, got to rebound, got to play defense. You know, our defense is what we do, so that's what we got to continue doing, is playing defense.
All right, good game, Aubrey. Stick with us right here on the Eagle Sports Network. We'll be right back to wrap it up.
Hey, Kevin, you thinking about retirement?
I'd love to, but I'm pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet our retirement coach, Avo. A's S for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're gonna be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
And you dance?
Sort of. Come on. O is for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Nice.
Thanks.
Yeah. Sam, Elmo.
Oh, hey, Julia. Are you ready to play band with us? I'm going to play my clarinet.
And Elmo's going to play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
Mm-hmm. With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Shane Magnus, Elijah Johnson back here one final time from the Eagles Nest, wrapping this one up. Elijah, this was a big win for Oklahoma Christian. We heard it from Coach Talley, and we heard it from Aubrey Johnson. Game plan was everything in this one. They executed their game plan very well, and they got a big win over a good Lubbock Christian team.
Yes, they also had to make adjustments because they also shut down Adrian Palmer. So, like, DJ Walter came in off the bench, came in with the much-needed points. Jonathan Reyes came in and had some good free throw shooting as well to relieve some tension. Obviously, Aubrey Johnson has went off, had at least 7 threes in that game. So this is a real impressive all-around win for this team.
Absolutely, and they've got a tough one coming up on Thursday at Cameron, but Aubrey Johnson with 25 points, DJ Walter coming in providing good minutes, and they turned it over in the final seconds, and Lubbock Christian had a couple of looks that could have potentially won the game, but they weren't great looks. The OC defense did just enough there at the end to get it done.
The thing that sealed the win was the thing OC does best, and that's play defense. Known as one of the top-ranked defenses in the Lone Star Conference, it just came in clutch. Like, great offense can win games, but defense wins championships. This defense won the game for us, and that's like helped us in the standings, which is really important for us to continue that defense throughout the season, and we'll come in clutch just like it did later on.
Absolutely. So that's going to wrap it up for us here this afternoon inside the Eagles Nest. Oklahoma Christian wins it 69-68 over Lubbock Christian, gets a big win in the Lone Star Conference standings. They will be on the road on Thursday night, both the guys and girls taking on Cameron University. Stick here with Oklahoma Christian Eagle Media. They'll have it covered for you as the Eagles hit the road this week. That's going to wrap it up for us here today from the Eagles Nest. For Elijah Johnson, I'm Shane Magnus, and for our entire Eagle Media crew, thank you for watching and have a good evening.
A strong tradition of academic excellence, a commitment to community, and a rich history of athletic success, the Lone Star Conference has long been known as a leader in intercollegiate athletics. Now with 19 institutions that embody the best in college sports, the Lone Star Conference is the largest and most dynamic conference in NCAA Division II. 19 members strong, 19 members proud. This is the new Lone Star Conference.